within the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of... The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question is the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Florida's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Texas offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Across the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Punts it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Bell. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference, defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll try to pound their way in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Got room to work. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Catches it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The give to the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, not much room to run. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got him downfield. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Gonna look downfield again. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Jones to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play for him.
Safe completion on the screen. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They're going back to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And fires complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Bell. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They kick it away on 4th down. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. Quickly complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thorne.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Gators send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Bell. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. On the run, it's Simon. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Go straight ahead. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Offensively, I think we got to be a little bit more creative at this point. 2 plays ago, gain of no yards. Last play, he just gave up a sack. Let's think outside the box. This is a golden opportunity to put a touchdown on the board.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Trying the left side. Creates a little space. Looking for room at the 25. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Jones to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Going to the run to start this second half. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snagged out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man quickly. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
The Gators look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it to the right. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Jones wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. The official says no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Jones to throw. He makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a... Continues to fight for yards. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Bond. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his man. It's Bell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They just keep firing. Lets it fly. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 10 over Virginia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll send the back in motion. Jones wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bell.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working that left side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The option look. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. From the gun, the ground game. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They'll leave it with the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds his open man. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Wants to go up top on first down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give on the inside. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Offense facing 4th down.
Trying to get it to the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Quick completion to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Flips it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Power football with the run.
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them an absolutely